All right, fifth graders, here I am again reading another fantasy book. Okay, and I have my mask here. I'm at school and I have my mask because everyone's wearing those. It's to wait for us to keep healthy, but I'll put it down while I read, okay? This is a fantasy book. It's like the last one because it's two fairy tales put together to make a new story. So we have the story of Cinderella, and we have the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. And they combine them to make a new story. So let's read it. This book is called Cinderella and the Beanstalk, written by Hilary Robinson, illustrated by Simona Sanfilippo. Jack, Jack, you lazy boy, we have no food to eat. Take our cow to market and sell her for some meat. And Cinderella, get to work. Our dresses are too tight. Mend them, wash them, press them. It's the prince's ball tonight. Is your cow for sale, my boy? She's the finest I have seen. I don't have any money, but I'll swap her for some bean. This magic bean, the old man said, will grow and change your life. If you plant it in your garden, it will help the prince find a wife. The sisters flew into a rage. That means they're really angry, really mad, and threw the bean outside. Jack ran into the kitchen to find a place to hide. Cinderella shouted, Jack, look up! The beanstalk has grown high. Let's go and climb it right away and see what's in the sky. At the very top, they heard a voice that sang out, Fee, fi, fo. A giant godmother waved her wand. Off to the ball you go. The cloud became a carriage, and stars her dress and shawl. Jack sat up in the driver's seat and took them to the ball. But when the clock chimes midnight, you must leave and hurry back. Your dress will turn back into rags, and your shawl becomes a sack. The prince saw Cinderella and danced with her all night. But when the clock struck midnight, she disappeared from sight. He found the shoe she'd left behind and set it off on a ride. I'll find the owner of this shoe, and she shall be my bride. The ugly sisters tried to squeeze their feet into the shoe. The prince saw Cinderella and said, This shoe belongs to you. The ugly sisters went out to climb the beanstalk, but they found that when they got just halfway up, it toppled to the ground. The prince and Cinderella were married the next day. Jack became the palace chef, and the others ran away. The end. All right, how do you know that it's a fantasy? Did anything magic happen? Yeah, that's right. There was a godmother and turned rags into a beautiful dress. And there was the beanstalk that grew all the way up into the clouds. Does that really happen? No. So this is definitely a fantasy. Now, what's the theme? What is this mostly about? Is there a lesson we can learn? Yeah, we should always be nice to people, right? Yep, that's right. Nice. There were people that were nice and good things happened to them. They went to a ball, they fell in love, they got married. And let's see, Jack turned into a chef at a palace. So good things happen to good people and bad things happen to kind of mean people, right? The stepsisters were not nice. But they didn't get anything, did they? They couldn't go up the beanstalk. They ran away after the prince and Cinderella got married. So I think the theme is to just be nice to people and good things will happen to you. And usually that's pretty true in real life, isn't it? Okay, so that's our fantasy story today. Come back for the next one tomorrow. Sounds good. Thank you.